My lords, learned colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I assume the office of Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, fully aware of the huge expectations, enormous challenges, and responsibilities therein. As a member of the executive arm of government, it is my call of duty to formulate and promote policies of current administration and to ensure that legal or justice sector receives the necessary attention, priority, and respect. The duty places me both at the front line and confluence of where the law meets policy. While inherent conflicts may be unavoidable, they will be subject to possible resolution. I respectfully count on your lordships and learned colleagues to be my conscience and compass in office through positive criticisms and contributions as we unfold and implement President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in the justice sector. Permit me to also congratulate my Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, and the new 9 justices of the Court of Appeal who were recently sworn in by my noble Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria. I wish your lordships the wisdom, courage, and I wish your lordships the wisdom and courage and the legal will to positively impact our appellate court system in Nigeria. It is my firm position that for the sake of unhindered administration of justice, vacancies at any level of our judiciary should not be allowed to linger for too long because of the negative impact such vacancies may occasion on pending cases and on the health of our judges and justices and other collateral damages associated therewith. The instant appointments into the Court of Appeal must have occasioned vacancies at various high courts, while the expected appointments into the Supreme Court may also occasion further depletion of the Court of Appeal bench. There is therefore the need for a fast-track process to fill these consequential vacancies with competent and efficient judges and lawyers. While I sympathize with your lordships over the avalanche of motions and appeals you have to contend with daily and the attendant stress therefrom, it is also pertinent that this Honorable Court takes definite steps to improve on the existing measures to decongest the court's docket. The Court of Appeal and its justices have been, permit me to say, trending lately in both conventional and social media. The proceedings and verdicts of your lordships on the presidential election attracted considerable attention, particularly hard work and industry required to prepare, write, and deliver judgments, which also brought to light the detailed and painstaking attributes of the Nigerian justices and judges. It is beyond debate that an effective judiciary must remain independent and impartial. This remains an essential component of the rule of law and democratic governance, as well as key driver of economic growth. I must remark that it is the abiding duty of both the litigant and legal practitioners to insulate the judiciary from improper or extraneous pressure, undue media vilification, and partisan criticisms. The right to freedom of expression comes with its limitations. It is not an avenue to engage in extreme or outlandish criticisms, inclusive of direct veiled threats of violence capable of exerting improper pressure on the judges in the discharge of their judicial duties. Although political and other high-profile cases come with their own huge expectations and tensions, it is, however, abhorrent for any legal practitioner or judicial officer to be threatened, harassed, or worse still, attacked simply for doing their job. While such sinful conduct are unacceptable, I enjoy the legal practitioners, political gladiators, and their supporters to exercise restraint and demonstrate respect for the judiciary. We must have faith in our trials and appellate processes, defend and not ridicule them in our overall common interest. I share the mantra which states that a judiciary can only be as good as the judges that man it. Therefore, in order to improve the welfare and independence of our judiciary, it has become pertinent for us to make targeted investments in the judiciary in terms of adequate remuneration, timely recruitment of competent hands, structured and deliberate capacity building, upgrade of court facilities, introduction of technology, innovations, and effective regulations in the trial and management of cases. Also, there is need for improved credibility and certainty in the judicial process through adherence to established precedents and avoidance of conflicting decisions, compliance with ethics or code of conduct for judicial officers to sustain integrity and public confidence. The concerns of other categories of judicial workers, that is the JUSUM, should also be holistically addressed such that they will have no cause to shut down our courts or ever again. Where the foregoing and other challenges are frontally addressed, then we would have placed the Nigerian judiciary on an irreversible path of greatness expected of a modern judiciary. I must mention again that the revival, restoration of economic prosperity and our ability as a nation to attract foreign direct and indirect investments is tied to both directly and indirectly the ability tied directly or indirectly to our ability of our courts to deliver justice fairly, quickly, and impartially in a manner that makes justice to be undoubtedly and manifestly seen to be done. Achieving this will require cooperation of all stakeholders in the justice sector and significant investment in technology, capital, and knowledge infrastructure of the entire system. Flowing from the above, it is the issue of improvement in the remuneration. Flowing from the above is the issue of improvement in the remuneration and welfare of our judicial officers, as well as full implementation of financial autonomy for state judiciaries. This issue have for long lingered and have, within the last few weeks, begun to trend in the media among the stakeholders. Indeed, it is time for definite action to be taken. The administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is deeply concerned about the foregoing fundamental issues. I must once again reiterate the commitment I have made at various events since my assumption of office that will focus and accord them priority attention. Consequently, the current administration will review the mechanisms already put in place and rejig the entire process to attain full implementation of the constitutional provisions for financial autonomy and viable increment in the salaries, allowances, and pension obtainable in the judiciary. I want to assure you that actions are afoot as we speak, but details I may not be able to divulge. I am not like the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, my president. When it is ready, the pot will be brought in and everybody will be happy. I'm most obliged for your audience, and I wish everyone here the very best wishes for the legal year ahead. May God Almighty bless the Nigerian judiciary and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you.